Alright, we're going to make a tomato salad today out of an heirloom Brandywine tomato. What's up, YouTubers? Thought I would share this process with you. Right here we have a classic Brandywine tomato. These things are massive and they grow weird, but I'll tell you what, this is one of the best tomatoes there is on the planet. So what we're going to do is we're going to make it pretty. So I'm going to take it down this way. I'm going to take it down this way. We'll discard the center for right now. Just lay that there, and we're going to work with these good parts here. I'll just take that little bit off of there. I don't mind a little bit of that. So alright, we're just going to cut in nice thick sections here. And we'll reserve this section to munch on later. Got 3 sections. I want to see how many I can get out of this one. We had a little damage from shipping, but we'll take care of that right now. Right down the middle. Alright, we'll save these extra chunks for some bruschetta, something like that. Alright, we have our tomato sliced up pretty good. So I'm going to do a couple different things here. We'll just do 2 of these. Notice how little seeds and stuff is in these. It's all meat. It's all meat and very little seed, very little slime in these. It's all meat. So we're going to lay that one there. And this mixture here, this is brie mixed with mozzarella, real mozzarella cheese, a little cayenne, a little basil, a little oregano, salt and pepper. And this is going to be our topping in between our layers. So we're just going to put a little bit of that on there. We'll just spread it as good as we can. Doesn't have to be perfect. Just like so. Put a little bit more on there. That looks good. A little bit of salt. We're just going to tear pieces of basil and throw it on here. By the way, I saw Chef John do this, so this is a shout out to Chef John for sharing this recipe with us. Oops, I got a little bit on the plate there. Alright, so we're ready for our next layer. So here we go with our next, oh, hold on. We don't want to forget, we've got to add a little EVOO. And something else that he didn't add that I'm going to is just a little bit of 25-year-old balsamic. Alright, there's our first layer. So we'll put that down and just put it down a little bit. And we'll start our second layer. Just spread it out as good as you can. It's not ever going to be perfect. Alright. All the spices are in the cheese pretty much, but I left out some of the salt, so I'm just adding a little salt as we go. Alright, we need a little bit more extra virgin olive oil. And a little more balsamic, just a teeny bit, and our next layer goes on. Maybe shoot over from the side so you can see the layers a little bit. We're going to cut into this when we're done too, but alright, so we're going to do a little more cheese on this one and just keep layering it up. Alright, some basil. No chiffonade, no cutting, just rip it and throw it on there. You can't have too much of the oil. A little balsamic. And we're saving that piece for later. Alright, so there's one that we've got done. So I'm going to start decorating this as we go. Alright, these are going to be our extra pieces for later. I'm going to work on the other side now. So here comes our second one. I'm going to put a little balsamic on the plate. Just drizzle a little bit. That stuff's like syrup. It's beautiful. Alright, here we go with our first layer. cheese. I'll be a little more liberal with the cheese on this with a bigger slice. A little basil. That looks good. EV00, balsamic, and you just keep the layering process going. That's the whole deal. And we're going to top it with another layer. This cheese is perfect. We just let it sit out a little bit. I did separate the outer skin of the brie just because it tends to make this a texture that I don't like, and I don't care for that outside flavor of that in the brie, so we omitted it for this recipe. But that mixture of the fresh balsamic, we also threw some chopped garlic in this cheese, so there's plenty of garlic in this dish. All right, we need some of this. I'll do another pinch of salt. I tasted the cheese, so we've got plenty of salt in there, but I'll just add a little more, teeny bit more balsamic. And our next layer. And cheese on here. We'll really mountain this one up. This is our last little bit of cheese. Throw that off to the side. And of course, I'm going to take just a little bit and repeat this process, but just a little bit. This there, like so. We definitely want to have this drizzling down both sides. Give this a little more on the plate. And of course, we do have to have garnishes. This one here will have a little garnish, and this is a little bit of pineapple sage that we had outside for just a little garnish, and that pretty much is tomato salad. That's what we're looking at right there. I'm going to let Laura continue to film while I clean my hands just a little bit, and I'm going to come back over here, move this over just a little bit under the light. I'll turn it so you don't have to. There it is. Looks really good. I can see all the layers. Pull up there. Now I'm going to take and cut into one of these so you can kind of see. It doesn't matter. It's going to look the same, but let's see what we got when we chop into one of these babies. This is what we're looking at right here inside. That looks really good. So I think what we should do is we're going to sample this right while we're shooting some video here. So let's just go right on down. We're going to taste test this. Oop. Half of it's fallen over, but that's okay because it's going to be gone here in about 2 minutes. Oh yeah. That's very good. Here, you try some. I'll hold the camera, and Laura can sample some of this goodness. But yeah, look at that. Yeah, you can just cut it with a fork. You won't need a knife just to get down into it. But yeah, all that brie. Yep. Fresh mozzarella, and the garlic is just really kicking it. So we're going to finish this tomato salad. I'm going to take a couple of pictures and I'll let you know how it goes. Later.